Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the Breakfast Show here on Sky News. Let's talk about the menopause. Every woman experiences it in a different way. 1 in 4 women won't notice it, while another 1 in 4 will experience severe symptoms. Positive Pause is a campaign to foster a better understanding of what to expect. Alice is here with us. Joe.
Yes.
Why did it say Alice on my brief? I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I'm so sorry, Joe. Goodness me. I'll sort that out later on. It's good to see you. Thanks for taking the time to join us on the programme. I was reading in one of the papers earlier on in the week that celebrity campaigns are not always positive when it comes to the menopause. What's your view?
I am not going to sit on the fence. I think they're great. I think everything has a time and a place. Menopause was very much in the shadows for a very long time. And I think women seeing celebrities who they can recognise, they can identify with, talking about something that they are going through and may not have realised, I think it's really helped to bring the conversation to the fore. That said, I know what you're talking about, that there's been this dramatisation and that it's catastrophising, and I feel that there's got to be a balance somewhere, so I think we need to...
Do you acknowledge that some coverage of the menopause make it look as though it's an absolute catastrophe?
Completely. I think there's a lot of focus on all of the very extreme stuff that happens, and I think we need to be talking about the education, the positive things that women can do themselves before we go to every woman is going to have a terrible menopause. And I don't think that does women any favours, because people start to say, menopausal woman, oh, you know, they're all in a box, they're all going through the same experience. And as you said, there are so many different ranges of experiences.
So we dug a bit further, and we were looking at some papers from the Lancet suggesting there's no compelling evidence to support the views that menopause increase the risk of mental health problems.
I think that is one view. I think there are an awful lot of other papers and a lot of other research that says that the psychological impact of menopause can be greater than women realise. And actually it's often one of the first signs, anxiety, and sort of low mood. So I think to minimise that is again, it's not a positive step for women.
They go on to say, because I'm agreeing with you, but I'm just I mean, it's your job to counter the argument. There could be other reasons in a woman's life around the age of the menopause that could add to the stress that they're experiencing.
100%. Is it internal? Is it external factors? We're living in a very complicated world. People, of course, there are stresses, but there are stresses at 30. There are stresses at 20. Is it a big coincidence that as your hormones are readjusting in your 40s, early 50s, that suddenly yes, you're dealing with probably elderly parents, work, but you've got that problem at other times of your life. So I think everything is being minimalised in that report to say it's not your hormones.
What are the misconceptions about menopause, in your opinion?
Oh, gosh. I think that everybody will have a very negative experience, that it's going to be the end of life as you know it. And I think what we need to be talking about is it can actually be a time to reframe your life and actually if you've been a little bit off track, get back on track, looking after yourself with your diet, your exercise, your movement. There's so much evidence-backed information about women need to be moving more. It's going to help with their physical health, their mental health. So I see it as a gate opening rather than a gate closing, and I think that's the misconception with menopause.
What are the influences that will mean that you're one of those 25% of women that sails through the menopause?
Luck.
Really?
Yes,
really?
Yes. So we've got 1 in 4. I don't think we know enough about it. So we know that 1 in 4 will sail through it. We call them the sailors, a breeze through it. Doesn't mean that their hearts and bones inside, so if you can't see, aren't being impacted, because your hormones impact every bit of your body, and estrogens provided that protective factor. It's no longer there. So 1 in 4, they will have no discernible symptoms.
So the other 25%, what do you call them?
The
Unlucky.
people. Yes. Actually, we just call those the people that are having my word has gone out of my head.
That's
a menopausal thing. But they are having the more extreme, and they are the ones that I think get the media attention. So it's that catastrophic impact that it can have, life-changing impact on those women, and it's a catch-all. We've all been included in that, and there's a lot of us, you know, as the 1 in 4, great, 2 in 4, on a spectrum. The other end of the spectrum are having a very difficult time.
Yeah, I wanted to be a sailor, but I wasn't. Unfortunately, organisations like yours, though, are there to help.
Absolutely.
It's good to see you. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you so much.
I got your name wrong.
It's absolutely fine.
It's the menopause.
It is.